by their travelling supporters as they enter the area with adventure.
I think it's definitely an issue for him.
It is James who digs the ball into the... made off the footballing pile. Lovely ball as well, nice football played by Mick. Turns and forces the first save of the game, and a rather uncertain one as well from Jorgensen.
Yeah, it's really good play from Dackers. You know, their game is second ball game. Yes, Chelsea are going to have a lot of possession.
So leads the charge. Gue points to where he'd like it. He's merely a decoy, and it's taken very casually off the toe. This is a rip-roaring start to the game.
Yeah.
Playing on mistakes. Here goes Tolley again. Tolley teases the ball into when the FA Trophy for non-league teams back in 1974. They've never been beyond this, the third round.
A bit of criticism that goes against him. Next year, when they're a year wiser, then they could get opportunities to potentially win.
Tom White clears the ball. Ball swirled to the near post and scrambled off the line. Anywhere will do for Tolley. In confidence, here goes George again. Flies it across the face of goal. Maybe one not shy, is he? He's got a bit of skill about him as well. Going on a menacing run. But they're handling themselves well here, the team from the fourth tier of English football. Away go, leading their luck. Flying forwards, David Totonda. The Congolese job isn't over yet, though. Burgoyne leaves it to his
base.
Neto hurls the ball up near post. Goalkeeper stays on his line again. Ooh, off the frame. Special treatment from the travelling supporters. Ball back. Day. Tollett.
Just feels as though at times things are written in the stars. Your second choice goalkeeper saves the penalty as well.
Jorgensen stays on his line. Confident in him, but I'll keep talking. Kunku gets in there, and another big save from Burgoyne. Was it winning for the keeper, wasn't it? That time it's Guiu who got away. Lavia. Songu with a header. On the... Now Tollett. Tollett drops the shoulder, hangs the ball. Jorgensen comes, he drops it under pressure and gets it almost at the third attempt as well. He's looking a little bit nervous here. Brilliant save from Burgoyne. The hero of the half hour.
This is a brilliant save because I think he's...
Tosin shoots the demand from the supporters. It takes a deflection, a very cruel deflection. Heartbreak, goalkeeper bangs the ground in anger. Tosin will take the goal, but there was a rather cruel deflection on its way.
Well, the game could be cruel, but we said just, what, 30-35 seconds ago that Chelsea need more from the centre-backs going forward. And this is what I'm talking about, because Morecambe, they're dropping, they've all got their men, so that means the centre-backs are going to be free. Tosin finds himself in space, and it takes a wicked deflection on the way through. Burgoyne, who's been outstanding, can't do anything about it whatsoever, and it's that horrible deflection just as it comes through. I think it might actually be off Jones, who's playing in the 10 position.
George, and to stop him, Dackers coming back and assisting his defence. I'll tell you what, Danny, they've a quick 2 to that. Although he nips through the pair of the wings. Looking for one goal shove in the back of all forwards. Should put some pressure on this Chelsea defence, which hasn't had to do much. Neto hangs the ball. Dackers is away. Tollett is in the centre. Dackers is dreaming, and Jorgensen has to go down.
It's good play once again from Dackers, just drifting in to those wide positions. He's not scored yet.
Year old, looking lively, cuts the cross in, and goalkeeper can see that one guided wide. And they tease the ball into the air forward here for Chelsea. He's looking for a second. He wants it to be his this time and not a deflected goal. Tosin, he's got those shooting boots on.
I think the message has got across.
Chelsea looking for a quick 5 seconds. George flies it across the face of goal. Neto to James. Full steam ahead. He's one of the longest serving players at Chelsea. The time they've gone out early in recent years was all steps on the gas. Breezes past the first man. A little flick in there and the hobbling hero.
Bill Garnacho, Highland, Zirkzee, 1-1. The Manchester United supporters roar. Finally, they've had a shot on target, and finally, they have a goal to cheer about.
Well, it's that man again. On this left wing, he's come on, and he's caused a few problems already. He has a look up, and it's Deco Reed who's against him. He's going to take him on. The little flick doesn't work, but the follow-up.
George to Cucurella. Cucurella cuts it in blind. Jackets. Ball is fighting. The goalkeeper lost the flight of that one. It was worth a go from Gwyn Edwards.
Figured out before the game even began that they were going to happen.
Tosin spreads the ball through, powers it in the direction of Nkunku. Shoots is the man he's looking for. Cucurella cuts it in blindly, a missed control. Another big save, and Nkunku gets his goal. Not a mass celebration from Chelsea, but an air of relief around Stamford Bridge.
In their own problems, they don't clear their lines. You just see as the ball comes in now, you just think, okay, they've got everything under control. And I think it's actually Jones. It's just that heavy touch. The ball then comes out, and it's eventually put into the back of the net by Nkunku. We just see this situation here. Jones, you just got to clear his lines there. He doesn't do that. The goalkeeper makes the initial save. Can do from the follow-up from Nkunku. And Chelsea.
Porto coming together there. Shot that was always rising years ago, and then when they failed to pay the tax man, it's hit home. This 3,000 supporters are congregated. That should. Tyreek George to Cucurella. Cucurella flies it in. Cucurella gets a second stab. Willed on by the travelling folk, and well, it's a poor cross in truth. Gusto as well. Third goal with the killer goal. Cucurella. Easily read by Luke. Just failing to get there. Axel. Tyreek George gets around the defender with ease, but there's a bit of payback there from Luke Hendry. It's a corner for Chelsea. Just about hanging on in there. Shoot is the demand, and it ends up in the chorus line. Gusto. Walker, 4 or 5 players in the penalty area, and well, he was outnumbered there to Tottenham, but he did well. Alex, bases are covered by Morka. He's on to Gusto. Gusto hangs it in there. Certain breather to let Chelsea. Sancho brilliantly loses the defenders. There's always that extra man to stop him though. For old school man-for-man as well, that little step over. Tosin looking for his second of the game. He's claiming that one. Well, he answers the crowd and the demands for him to have a pop and goal. He's on a hat-trick now, Danny.
Well, he's showing us how it's done. And if there was a little bit of fortune about the first goal he scored with a deflection, absolutely none with this one. It's a lovely finish. And it's as though the penny dropped halfway through the first half for the centre-backs. And so, okay, we need to advance ourselves. We are going to find ourselves in space. So you just see how deep, wonderful finish from Tosin. It's just afforded the time, and is so deep. It just curls it into...
ظبط والله. ربنا يستر يا رب. والله العظيم الواحد مش ناقصه. يا اسطى في خازوق كده بيطلع بيخرب الدنيا كل شويه. ايوه. يعني الواحد عاوز يثبت يا اسطى على فيوز ما يعني. خازوق كده بيطلع من تحت الارض. الحمد لله. الحمد لله. هنقول يا غير الحمد لله. ما انا عايش في بني يحيى، عايش في بني يحيى، مش عاوز النت يعلق. عايش في بني يحيى اصلا، مش عاوز النت يعلق. يا اسطى بص، تمسك انت الدور التحت، اللي هو تلوت الدور التحت وانا الدور اللي فوق. سلاح يا رب، سلاح يا رب، هات لي سلاح بسرعه يا اسطى، مفيش اسلحه. ايوه
مفيش.
هو قال فسح. تكبيسه يا اخواتا، تكبيسه يا جدعان، تكبيسه يا رجاله، نص مليون تكبيسه. ثابتين على 700,000 ليه كده يا جدعان؟ لا حول ولا قوه الا بالله.